Park Hyo-Seob and Mi-Yeon were lovers in their younger years. Mi-Yeon's dad went bankrupt and his creditors were chasing him to get their money back. Her dad even wanted to marry her off to a rich young man. Hyo-Seob asked her to run away with him, and she agreed. But on the night they were supposed to meet at the bus station, he did not show up, leaving Mi-Yeon heartbroken. Her dad came to pick her up instead, telling her that Hyo-Seob would not be coming. Mi-Yeon carried her resentment toward Hyo-Seob from that moment on. Soon after, she and her dad left the neighborhood to escape the creditors. 36 years later, Mi-Yeon worked her way up and becomes the highest shareholder of YL Group. She is divorced from her cunning husband and has a son. Park Hyo-Seob, now a shoemaker running a small shoe shop, is a widower with 4 children. Mi-Yeon has bought a land in her old neighborhood, and Hyo-Seob's shoe shop sits on it. She has long resented that place after the humiliation she and her father faced years ago. Mi-Yeon intends to clear the area and redevelop it into a park, which anger the affected business owners. Hyo-Seob refuses to lose his shoe shop he has built for years and chooses to stand up and to talk things out with the new landowner. He has no idea that Mi-Yeon is the new owner. And when they finally come face to face, Mi-Yeon is determined to forgo with her plans. Hyo-Seob is stunned at how much she has changed and how wealthy she has become. But he understands how deeply she must have resented him for not showing up at the bus station that night. What Mi-Yeon does not know is that he actually came. There was a truth he chose to keep, thinking it was for her own good. Despite her success, Mi-Yeon has a hard time finding genuine love. Most of the men she dated could not be trusted and were only after her money. She yearns for a man who is trustworthy, never changes, and truly not after her wealth. Crossing paths with Hyo-Seob again gives her the perfect idea. She knows the kind of man he is. He is trustworthy, never changes, and doesn't care about the money. She makes up her mind to patch things up with him and forget everything that happened in the past. She will try to get close to him again and reignite old flames. But then, Mi-Yeon will find herself pulled into his life and the struggles his children are dealing with. Jae-hyung and Hyun-ha are Hyo-Seob's twins. Hyun-ha, the youngest, is the materialistic one. She tends to talk a lot and cannot keep a secret. She is tough and professional, but she also gets looked down on and bullied at work. Jae-hyung, the third child and only son, is struggling to get a job. When he does, he runs into Moon-sik, Mi-Yeon's spoiled and arrogant son. Moon-sik is Jae-hyung's team manager. The two hate each other. Jae-hyung always has to put up with him, despite being looked down on and bullied at work. Moon-sik, on the other hand, loves his mom dearly, but he is strongly against her remarrying. However, Jae-hyung and Moon-sik will be forced to get along for the sake of their parents. And to make things more complicated, they will fall in love with the same girl, Daeun. Daeun is a simple and kind girl from a rich family. Soon-ha, the eldest sister, is like a mother to her younger siblings. She assumed the role after their mother died. Soon-ha is secretly dating a colleague who is younger than her. Unknown to her, Her boyfriend keeps their relationship a secret from his mother because he knows she will not approve. His mother wants a daughter-in-law from a rich family. Seung-ha is responsible, quite good at her job, and not after luxury. She is the closest thing to Hyo-Seob, her upright and kind-hearted father. Ji-Hye, the second daughter, is the pride of the family. She finished medical school and was on her way to become a doctor. But she gave up her dream when she married a man from a chaebol family. Ji-Hye and her husband both studied to become doctors and fell in love. She was so in love with him that she broke ties with her own family, which was the condition his family gave for their approval of the marriage. Ji-Hye doesn't have a good relationship with her husband's family. They do not see or treat her as one of them. She endured it all for her husband's sake, but everything changed when her daughter got sick. Her daughter falls ill and needs special treatment. Instead, her husband intends to send her abroad, which Ji-Hye does not agree with. He wants the child away to protect his secret. His own family does not know he is impotent, and Ji-Hye helped him keep it. He is terrified that if his father, the chairman, finds out, he will lose favor, succession, and inheritance. He cannot afford to lose everything, but Ji-Hye cannot afford to lose her daughter either. To protect her daughter, Ji-Hye thinks of divorcing her husband and cutting ties with him and his family. However, her wicked sister-in-law convinces him not to give her alimony if she divorces. Her husband, who cannot stand up for himself, follows his sister's advice. He has no backbone and cannot fight for Ji-Hye, which leads her to ultimately decide to divorce him. Ji-Hye leaves the marriage with nothing but her daughter, which is more than enough for her. With nowhere to turn to, she is forced to return to her family, whom she once cut ties with. Her family is shocked to see her step back into their house with a luggage in hand, even more so when they learn about her divorce. Her sudden return doesn't sit well with them, especially after she had cut ties with them for her marriage. They thought she was enjoying a comfortable life with her wealthy husband at their expense, and Ji-Hye remains tight-lipped about what her life with him had truly been like. To support her daughter's treatment, Ji-Hye hopes to work as a doctor again. In her journey toward a fresh start, she meets Eun-tae, a respected and skilled doctor called Mad Dog, because he is quite strict and calls out anyone not doing their job right. Eun-tae, a volunteer doctor in Africa, is in the country only to get funding for medical equipment. Ji-Hye and Eun-tae are not fond of each other at first. She finds him rude and arrogant, and he has a strong dislike for the rich and the privileged. Although he finds her attractive the very first time he saw her. But to his dismay, she is already married. Her divorce is temporarily kept a secret per her ex-husband's request. If she goes against it, she will lose custody of her daughter. Ji-Hye is therefore forced to introduce herself as the wife of her rich ex-husband. Eun-tae will be crucial for her daughter's treatment. And Ji-Hye will put her pride aside and will attempt to win his favor for her daughter's sake. However, Eun-tae wants to remain single with no intention of marriage or staying in the country permanently. But even without trying, she will quietly capture his heart. Marry Me Now is a must-watch family drama that held its high ratings from start to finish. Experience the ups and downs of each character's journey. With the perfect mix of drama and comedy, It's a heartwarming story that will truly capture your heart.